for it. We're goosing it.
No, that sounds a little gross.
We're goosing. Hey,
I'll
Peter.
I'll goose you here in a
goose
minute.
it.
I'll
Goose
goose
me,
you here in a
Peter.
minute, big boy.
You're taking me by the goose?
I'll take you by the gooch.
Hit it.
Oh my.
Oh my. Let me go send around the linkages. I will let the whole world know that we are coming.
I am coming.
Coming, going, coming, going, coming. I'm on the cutting edge of coming and going.
Exactly.
Remove thyself in the chats of mine friends. And we're beginning. Yet again. Bah. All right. All the links have been sent. We are beginning.
Why are you Jamaican?
Ooh, baby. I don't know. I like the Jamaican accent, like, legitimately.
Yeah?
It's a good accent. It's fun. Having a party with someone with a Jamaican accent, I bet, would be amazing. Just that beautiful voice. Alright. I gotta move my screen stuffs over a little bit.
There you go.
Shrink this program a smidge.
I got raided earlier. That was quite cool. That's my first time I got raided.
Nice. Also, I saw, well, you already know that I saw you playing fucking Breath
Did you
of the
start
Wild.
a Twitch?
Yeah.
That was amusing.
I've been doing Twitch occasionally, just like one day a week. I'm
I stopped doing YouTube entirely and just went to Twitch because you don't gotta worry about thumbnails, and I like that.
I like thumbnails, but
I like thumbnails. Plus, I already had an audience on YouTube,
Yeah.
so it made the most sense.
I plan to eventually start dual streaming as well here soon.
I tried to dual stream. I actually got like even Ultra for Streamlabs in order to do it, but it just would not work.
Yeah.
I was so sad. But I also found out that once you get monetized, once you get partnered on Twitch, which you only need like 25 followers for, so I'm pretty close already. Once you get that, you can actually do rerun streams or like upload your streams that you do previously and put them as if they're live. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take all my YouTube streams and just shove them forcefully onto Twitch.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm gonna quickly check my live stream because I saw a notification that some dropped frames.
What?
What is your Twitch name? Is it still the same?
It's the same thing but YT. I put a link on it on my community tab today for people to.
It's the same thing, but white.
Lemon Online YT.
But by the way, I enjoy your lemon icon thing. Your character, it's funny.
Oh, yeah.
My fucking god, you're a VTuber now. Congratulations.
Yeah. No, he's an L-tuber.
No, I'm the
lemon.
I'm the L-tuber that hates VTubers. Like that's my thing. I've gone on rants before this of how much I fucking hate VTubers.
Hold on, I'm gonna do a quick little speed test to see what's going on.
But you know,
my thing is saying my frames are dropping, which is not a fun sight to see. Spectrum has been pissing me off lately.
Spectrum's been perfectly fine for me. Like actually, it's been weirdly nice.
We've had constant outages in the area.
We switched. I used to have a lot of problems, and now it's perfectly fine.
I'm probably going to see if I can. Ooh,
Look, you keep having problems because that means I'm next in line.
I'll tell you this: our local internet provider, because it has the name of our city in the name, so I'm not going to say the name.
Please insert Cromer.
Exactly.
Insert.
They're really good, except for the fact that you can't fucking get them. We've been on a waiting list for 2.5 years.
Jeez. I will be honest. There's been part of me that's like tempted to look how like Starlink is.
Starlink is mediocre, but it's also really cool because you can get it literally anywhere.
Anywhere.
Like my aunt has it, and she's like, "Oh yeah, on car trips, we take it with us."
Yeah.
And it's like literally anywhere you're flying.
It's really cool. The premise is it's very cool.
Yeah, but it's not because it's satellite based. It's not as fast. So
ET's
it's
not
not
the speed.
it's not hyper slow, but it's not fast either.
No.
All right, I'm gonna start my stream after I do an intro.
Oh,
Be right back.
you're just starting, nerd.
All right. I'm
You
just kind of,
You want to
I
know
guess, eyeballing my freaking dropped frames shenanigans right now.
You want to know some dramatic irony? So
Please.
today, now, I just want to, for anybody that joins, I do not care as far as politically, all right. But today is like an international No Kings protest because I guess they hate Trump that much. That's fine. I don't care. That's not what we're talking about.
Was it like the third one or something?
Probably. Like I said, that's not what we're talking about. But they're having a No Kings protest in London about Trump. The UK has has a king.
Yeah. I was about to say, doesn't the UK have a king?
Like that's the dramatic irony is they're doing a No Kings protest about a president of the United States while having a king. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, whatever. However you feel about it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But that's really
seems
stupid.
Very. Yeah,
Well,
that's a little
welcome back.
ironic.
I tell you, well, that's just dumb.
That's very ironic.
Yeah.
That a king. That makes me think of like, it's like the it's like you have a whole group of nails in front of you, and they have a spokesperson that looks like a nail, but beneath it they're a hammer. It's just like, go that way. What?
No, it's
Anyways.
very odd. It's very odd.
It's very different. Regardless, I think we're good to go. I'm gonna ignore my frame drops. You guys have your perspectives. It's fine for me, regardless. My frames become such a nuisance for later. I mean, it'll be turned into a video later, so it doesn't really matter.
I can just send you mine or whatever.
Yeah, if it worse comes to worse, yeah. But regardless of that, hello everyone. Welcome to the 5th installment of the Midnight Zone. I'm gonna quickly move us to the original start screen this time around.
Oh yeah,
So
it
you
was
guys
me
kinda
and
take a
Cameron
nice-
last time, wasn't that? The last time I was here, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, last time you were here, it was, yes.
I haven't
But
done one
for
with you.
us,
Well,
this is
I've not.
just the two of you now.
I've only done one of these actually.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think the both of you've only done one.
Yeah,
You know, they're
who's the
actually
most
very
tenured?
rare
Is
for us to do.
Is Cameron the
I
most
think
tenured?
Cameron, yeah.
Okay.
I think originally when it was you and Cameron and you both were kind of just happened, because I think Cameron was literally like last second, like get in here type of thing,
It was fun.
and then you were just like you were chosen for that. But anyways, besides all that, let's get things going here. Hello everyone, as I said just a bit ago, welcome back to the Midnight Zone. And in this episode, obviously you guys have just heard talking. We have our two wonderful players. We have Dragon Cup 77
Hello.
and Lemon Online.
Or do you?
He just leaves.
That. All right, guys. See you next month.
Aw.
Anyways, we're going to now play the intro because it's time for us to delve deeper into the unknown. So, I'm gonna move this thing over. We're gonna have a good time.
Outer space, a near endless abyss of nothingness and void. A place where the stars shine only into the darkness around them. Many have wondered if it is truly an empty expanse of nothingness, or if it is really a never-ending blackness that hangs above us all. Thoughts such as these are the very same thing we hope to answer, and answer we shall, as we all journey across the stars and enter into the Midnight Zone.
It always gets very unnerving when it's just a small map.
The two of you have been slowly coasting your way across the stars, knowingly heading right for your destination, the Atlas space station. You both have been briefed about this mission and its importance to not only your country, but all those that worked on Project Atlas all those years ago. You know that what you will learn in the next 24 hours or more will likely forever plant the two of you in the annals of history. You'll be praised higher than those that first stepped foot on the moon, all because of what may lie within Station Atlas. The very same station that seemingly disappeared not but 4 years ago. As this realization settles on the minds of our two pilots, I'd like to ask what y'all are doing while the ship is but 1 day away from reaching its target.
I'm going to say that Charles is looking at the screen. He's watching all of these stars nearby, some that may have been charted, some that may have actually not been. Depending on how far out they are, he's going to be taking notes.
Alright.
Captain, I just got back. What are we doing, Captain?
Did you just miss the whole intro speech?
I thought that was okay. I told you I had to go get something real fast early before we started. I don't need it. Honestly, I don't know anything. That's fine.
I'm gonna repeat.
Can
because
you give me
apparently
the?
one of our
Can you give me
players
the?
was
Can you give me like the synopsis?
We're 1 day away from our destination.
Right. Okay, I got
Basically
you.
repeated a lot of what you all know. But I was asking what you guys were doing because you were 1 day away. What were you guys doing in this time frame, basically? And Charles said he was kind of using this time to observe the stars around him and kind of chart maybe new constellations or new formations that have not been previously done. Because you guys are quite a distance away from previously explored locations.
I'll be doing my, I guess, rechecks. You know, gotta. You know, he's constant vigilance on the engineering side. Gotta make sure everything is working all right, especially now that we're this close. Karma, if you don't check things, can come and bite you. So.
It is true. You guys kind of continue coasting throughout the day. I would like to ask, actually, while the day is going, what general tasks do you guys kind of bounce back and forth through a lot? Like, how do you two equally manage the ship in some part?
I'd say that Charles, being one of the more experienced ones out of the two of us, depending on the situation, he's more in charge of the navigation, making sure we're still going in the right direction.
Okay.
Being the engineer of the two, or they both have engineering training, but being the lead engineer of the two, it would be consistently looking at the charts, looking at, you know, typographically where we are in comparison to the Atlas. Is that where we're going? We're going to the Atlas, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so where we are towards the Atlas, how far we've traveled, how the systems are, whether that be either, you know, our variant of life support, our thrusters, you know, anything like, do we have like any type of leaks, like basically checking all the systems just to be like, is this okay? And the few things that have gone awry slightly that were expected, because nothing's ever going to be perfect, staying on top of them to make sure that the two-man crew makes it through.
Yep. And you both do this. You diligently work throughout the time, throughout the remaining day on the ship. You, Cliff, double-checking all the systems, running through, making sure that everything is working as intended. And Charles working on kind of scouting ahead of things, making sure that the direction, their speed, all of it is directly to the desired amount of just getting there as quick as possible. And you guys have been traveling for a while. It is not a short amount of time that you guys have been on this ship. As strange as it may feel, you know that you guys have probably spent about 2 years together on this one vessel.
Okay, that's going to change my character a little bit. So he'd be 25 at this point.
No. The ship has managed very well with its, shall we say, repurposing features allowing you to obviously take your own liquids and turn them into things you can re-drink. Your waste is repurposed into a effective processed fertilizer for plants that are growing elsewhere in the ship. It's a very small ship, but it is enough for you to maintain the trip and hopefully to get where you're going and then go back. You have made sure to check all the processes to make sure the food amount is very strict per day, and to make sure that also your physicality, your muscles and everything, your body is well and able to endure the trip that you guys have been on for a while. And while a lot of this stuff has been happening throughout your time across the stars, you both hear...
This is your environment, isn't it?
That's funny. You both hear a familiar yet repetitive blip blip. And the moment you all hear this, it is immediately made aware to you that you have a notification for a call. And upon looking at the screens ahead of you, you see that it is a notification from Mission Control. They want a progress report on your situation. What do you do?
Captain,
Another
Captain,
progress
there.
report.
You fucking asshole. Captain, there's a call for you, I believe.
Send them through.
I clicked the button.
Let's hope this doesn't sound too poor quality. So I'm just gonna use the same effect I did before.
Chronos team to Mission Control. Chronos team to Mission Control. Report in.
Heard loud and clear.
Progress report on the situation at hand.
We are a day away from reaching our destination. We'll be looking for contact with the Atlas very soon.
We have managed to charter a decent path ahead of you to see what is to be expected with the satellites, but we have noticed that a lot of interference has been occurring lately in that specific direction. So try to be careful when you are approaching the station.
Copy.
Cliff Robinson. Report.
Yeah. Oh, you actually want to talk to me for once? Yes. I'm here.
How are the ship's processes?
Besides a few little expected hiccups, everything seems to be just fine. Within all parameters.
Wonderful. We hope to see good news reporting back from you within a day. This is Mission Control, logging out. Good luck, soldiers.
We're soldiers now.
Might as well be. At this point, soldiers of the stars, right, Cliff?
Only you could be the one hoping for a Medal of Honor at the end of this.
Hey, we could definitely get that Medal of Honor if we actually manage to discover Planet X.
I'd just be happy with getting the Atlas crew home.
Yeah, that is what we hope for, but it's deep into the space, so we have no idea what's gonna happen. If they'll be alive, what's gonna happen.
Well, from
We
my
can hope for the
limited
best.
from my limited knowledge, it seems like the Atlas could survive on its own for decades. So there's a good chance that maybe their communicator just went out and they're all just there waiting for us.
If everything was fine, they would be even further than the predicted path, which would mean we would have more time ahead of us.
Guess you have a point. You ever think that it's odd that only America sent people to come find them?
I mean, they were American-based, weren't they? Wait.
Well, we had international people on it, even if it launched from America first.
What I can tell you immediately, because you two especially are well aware of the situation, having been prompted with all of the necessary information. The Atlas space station, just as Cliff had said, is a very internationally promoted station. There were a lot of collaborations from other countries, such as Russia, China, even some of Japan, all mixing into this one station for the benefit of future discoveries. And one of the things that you all know is you have a ledger of all of the people that were supposed to be aboard the station before
Thank
it
you
had
for the
disappeared.
follow, Vibrant. Nice to have you aboard.
If you would like to know who you guys will be dealing with, I can actually explain the names. You guys kind of jot over them. Would you like to
I thought you were gonna
go
keep
through
going.
the names of the...
Yes,
What?
yes. Keep going with it. We need to hear these.
Okay. So, aboard the Atlas station is a female Chinese woman at the age of 26, when they disappeared, of course, by the name of Zhao Yu. She was the systems specialist, but also a flight engineer, which you know that in the station, a lot of them, pretty much everyone was trained to be a flight engineer aboard the vessel, in case anything was to go wrong. Another one, I feel like Kelly's going to laugh at a little bit, is a male American at the age of 33 named Albert Simmons. He was the lead science officer, also a flight engineer as expected, but also an experiment operator, known to be the effective, smartest one aboard when it came to anything of discovery and research. You also have a female American at the age of 31, known as Ashley Foreman. She, like everyone else, was a flight engineer, but she was also the medical officer and the exercise coordinator. She was the person that made sure everyone aboard the ship was at their tip-top shape all the time. The other member that you know of is a female Russian woman, age 46, known as, this is a name, sorry, Anna Alexandrovna Kozlov. She
Okay.
was also a flight engineer, but she was specifically the robotics operator. This is someone who would work on the, effectively near the, what do you call it? Near the like port, the port side of the station, allowing arms to go and grab vessels that approached, so they could be appropriately attached to the ship itself. Beyond that, you also have a Indian male, age 28, known as Ishan Yadav. He was a flight engineer, but also an EVA, basically someone who would go outside the vessel and do any repairs to the solar arrays, to the actual modules themselves, anything of the sort. You also have Mikhail Popovich Kozlov, a male Russian who was at the age of 48, and similar to Ishan, was also a flight engineer and an EVA. And then the final member, one that Charles knows personally, or knew personally. Greg Bullens, an American male, age 50. He was the commander, a flight engineer, and also the EVA, and one of Charles' close friends. These are the people that you know were aboard the vessel before it had disappeared.
That is a lot of names to remember. Oh god.
Yeah, I can only get like, I know like Ashley's one of them, like Li Mei or something like that was the Chinese lady.
Zhao Yu.
Sure.
Feel free to ask me, like, if you guys want me to, like, I guess, like, write some of these names in, I can.
Can you like put
Post them
in
in
the
chat or something. Yeah.
like the Midnight Zone chat?
Let me see if I can do that real fast for you.
There's no way in hell I'm gonna remember 13 people.
What? It's only 7.
That's not much better. All I know is that I was gonna make a joke about how Ashley, the only American, might be ginger. Therefore, there's actually only 6 souls on board.
She's not the only American.
No, but the Asian's not gonna be ginger.
Oh, you're wanting one of them to be a ginger.
Yeah, the joke was that there's only 6 souls on board because gingers don't have souls.
That's such an old fucking joke, Jesus.
Hey, I made a guy piss himself today with laughter. It's a real thing that happened.
Nah, just don't clarify with laughter and leave it up to interpretation.
Yeah, I made a guy piss himself in stream.
Made him piss himself.
I was playing Supermarket Simulator too, so if that makes it any easier.
Dude, I really want to play that game, actually.
Just do it.
I've been meaning to get it.
I mean, I don't know how much I bought it for, but I think it was like $12 or something like that on sale.
I didn't think it was out yet.
Alright.
What?
Here are their names.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully, not too difficult to tell who is Russian, who is Chinese, and who is Indian. Their names are pretty distinct. I made sure to do a little bit of research on the naming scheme of people.
Anna and Mikhail are married. That's cute.
Yes. What'd you say?
What?
Did you say they have a kid?
No, I said
they
that.
have a kid?
They're married.
I said that's cute.
Oh, that's Kit. I thought you said there's a kid. I was like, what?
Yeah, no,
It's like, how the-
Anna gave birth on the space station, and that's what
Yeah.
shut it all down.
Yeah,
I like how there's also no
baby.
E
Yeah.
in Ashley. It's just Ashla. Ashley.
Actually.
It's not Ashley. It's Ashley.
Anyways, this is the general information of the people that you were briefed upon. And as I said, Charles himself knew a lot of them before they went aboard the vessel, especially Greg, as he was the lead.
It's gonna get really weird because there's a guy named Greg in my house right now. So if I yell the word Greg, he might be really confused.
That's funny. Yes, with this information kind of on the back of your mind, and that call having just been done, and you guys knowing that soon it will be time for you all to effectively sleep. What do you all do?
Well, it looks like we are completely on track. As long as nothing goes wrong, which I don't think it will at this point. You've checked all the systems, right?
Double checked and triple checked.
Alright. That is good to hear.
Hey, Captain.
Yes.
You think just how you is single? No, I've checked everything. We're good.
She might be, actually. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever met any of these people before.
I've met a few of them. I know I've told you about Greg, but I was actually supposed to take his place. I was supposed to be on the Atlas, actually.
I know, they told me that, actually, but they never told me why. Why didn't you go?
Well, my daughter was struggling in high school. I stayed behind to help her.
No offense, Captain, but even though I already knew this, you don't really seem the type to be fatherly. I'm not sure
That's
yet.
what she says, too. I'm gone all the time, aren't I? That's why this will be my last mission, once I make it back home.
This is your last?
I'll be retired after this mission.
Oh, we should have I don't know if we have any, I don't know, dehydrated cake or anything, but we should have a bit of a celebration once we're done here.
I'll absolutely go for some dehydrated cake on home.
Alright. And with that, you all prepare yourselves for bed. I'd like to ask you all to kind of just move yourselves to the beds that you choose.
By the way, hello, Amir. Hi, and Animok. How you doing?
Can you move your tokens? I actually don't know if you can move your tokens.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
I was just making sure.
I was talking.
I've
to
had
chat
some
real fast.
glitches a while back where it's like, I placed them on the map and players couldn't touch them, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense, but yes. Moving where you guys would for the night, and settling in, I would like for you all to do that.
I think those are beds.
That's not.
No, that's a
not
table.
bed. They're down here, buddy.
I hadn't scrolled that far down yet.
All right. There. So. As you guys kind of prepare yourselves for sleep, you are getting yourselves comfortable and strapping yourselves in.
Wah!
Oh, we're going into space, Captain! We're already in
man.
space.
We're booting up No Man's Sky.
With the sound
As
of
you
the
both lay in your
PS2.
beds, getting yourselves comfortable and strapping yourselves in, your consciousness fades, and you both find yourselves deep within a dream. Charles, you recollect on most of your 40-plus years of living, and you think about all the time you spent on the job, all the time you spent away from your wife and daughter, all the important moments in little Amy's life. It's hard to even remember the last birthday party she had that you were there for. And while your dream follows you through these troubling parts of your inner psyche, Cliff, you similarly find yourself walking through moments in your own life. You reminisce on the amount of your life that you were lacking in due to the expectations of your parents who spent a lot of money and time to help you get to where you are now. You watched as your brothers grew up unrestrained by your parents' expectations of success. They go to parties while you studied abroad. They went to football games to watch the Detroit Lions lose another game, while you worked out to keep yourself in shape. And as your life played before you like a movie reel, you both, groggily almost, wake up slightly to the sounds of an alarm going off.
Super Bowl.
It's the sounds of you finally reaching your destination. But as you two begin to wake, you're overcome with an encroaching sense of nausea, lightheadedness, and even headaches. As these ailments afflict your mind, your vision seems to become warped and blurred. It almost feels as if you both have spontaneously come down with a high fever. While you both are experiencing this, and you're both kind of waking up with this weird sensation enveloping your bodies, I would like to ask, what is it you guys do in this moment?
How'd I get over here?
Wait, didn't we come back here?
What the
I'm
What?
on the other side. What?
What? The fuck? What are you talking about? Oh! Oh, you're right. We are on opposite sides. Oh, that's a little weird.
Huh.
We swapped beds during the night, Captain.
I guess so, somehow. That's strange. I'm not feeling the best. This is...
Captain, do you hear that?
Yeah, the alarm's going off. We should get up there and check what's going on. And he's gonna, as fast as he can, move up to the front.
You find it a little awkward more than normal. The sensation that has overcome your body has almost made your normal motor functions a little lagging, but you still manage your way to your desks. And when you get to them and you're kind of looking ahead, you will note that per the programmed scheduling of the system, when nighttime hits, for you guys at least, the protective shields fall over the windows and lock down until you guys are able to effectively wake up and then reopen them. And as you're looking at this and you're looking at your computers, you do see that notification of alert, destination directly ahead, autopilot engaged. But as you're kind of looking at the systems, that pounding in your head, that blurriness in your vision, you find that looking at your own computers, it's difficult to even understand what you're looking at.
Screen feels like really dim compared to normal.
Captain, correct me if I'm
Yes,
wrong. Does that say that our destination is close enough that autopilot came in?
Yes, I think it does.
That can't be right. I made sure that we'd be awake hours before this, you know, just in case something went wrong with the autopilot. But why did it just wake us up now? Do we
Did we
oversleep?
sleep longer than we think? And he's gonna look at the time.
In human hours, you guys probably went to bed around 8 or 9 in the afternoon.
You mean in Earth hours? In
Sorry,
human time?
Or human hours, yeah. Sorry, I play D&D a lot, okay? I got orcs, I got goblins, I got all this shit to worry about.
They would all have the same time frame.
Yeah, I know, but they're humans and goblins and everything's different for everyone. But anyways, in Earth hours, you guys would have probably gone to bed around 8 to 9. Pretty much every single day for this 2-year journey you've been on. And normally you wake up, but 8 hours after that, like on a schedule, you guys are just, boom, awake. It does appear that you guys slept in for only about an hour extra.
Okay, well that's... Well, is that an hour after? I mean, that's within some realm of possibility, I guess.
So we should take note of any time dilation, so something might be a little bit off here.
You said the shutters are still closed?
They are.
I want to press the button to open the shutters.
You go to do that, and it's not really just a button. It's like a program you kind of have to type in on the computer itself, and you're kind of struggling to understand what you're looking at. Your muscle memory is good, but you don't know if it's good enough. This headache, the blurred vision, it almost makes it hard to even do what you normally would do every day. So if you want to do this, as goofy as this sounds, I need you to roll me something.
I don't have a character sheet. Okay, there I am. Okay, I do now.
Yeah, you do.
I
Made
didn't
it
see
I
it
need
before.
I need you to either roll me a history check or a basic intelligence check.
They're the exact same, so it doesn't really matter. Oh,
Okay.
I guess
You-
it does matter.
head hurty.
Not exactly. Look in your character sheet. You have something called a special ability trait. Why don't you go ahead and read that for us?
Due to being a prodigy, your ability to think and move on the fly is quite impressive. Advantage on dex and intelligence-based checks and saves.
History, as silly as it sounds, is an intelligence-based check.
Yep.
You have a 12.
It's not as bad. Still not great. Still not, but
No.
not the worst.
But it is enough. You, as said, muscle memory in the codes correctly to prompt the program to run. And within but moments, it may be a little sluggish than normal. You do hear the...
Well, Captain, I either typed in the right code for the shutters or self-destruct, so we're gonna have to find out. Click.
I'm sorry, what?
All right. Let's change some ambience, shall we?
You're joking, right, Cliff? You just opened the shutters, right?
I don't think we have a self-destruct code, do we, Captain?
As the protective shields over the windows raise up, the two of you sit as calmly and quietly as you can be in your pilot seats in utter awe of the scene before you. You see from the cockpit of the Kronos rocket, or shuttle, the ever-drifting space station called the Atlas. You watch as its solar arrays gleam and shimmer with the reflections of the stars and our sun, even though you are very far from it. You've been traveling for about 2 years in this vessel. The Kronos is the top of the line when it comes to spacefaring ships. But your models only let you get to about the moon and back, while others that went this far or greater had to be manned by machines. But Kronos was built with the mindset of getting to and from somewhere fast. And due to the collaborative nature of how the ship was made, it is no surprise that you reached the area around Saturn like you did. It still feels like a marvel that almost seems unreal, yet here you are, staring at quite a sight. But it is not just the station that you find interesting. It's what's behind it. As your ship drifts ever closer to the Atlas, you see it more and more. This almost endless, expansive wall of almost liquid void. It appears to be a nearly pitch-black substance that reflects the very space before it. You notice this only because you found it strange that there were 2 Chrono shuttles flying toward the Atlas station. As you both sit here gawking at the sight, you then take note of the station itself. Seemingly, its back end is wedged within the wall. Not only that, but you can clearly see that the site in and of itself seems inactive. As you all take in this sight, this scene, what do you all do?
I'm still trying to comprehend exactly what you described. So like a wall of liquid. Sorry, I'm gonna spitball here for a second.
You're fine.
Wall that's black, pure black, right?
Yes.
Void-esque, but it seems as if it's liquid out in space, and a part of it has consumed the back half of the Atlas.
Not really the back half, but a portion of the back of it.
A portion of the back of the Atlas. And there's a second shuttle that looks like ours that is already docked.
So what you're seeing before you is effectively like this wall is like this dark but very reflective material. It blends in with the world around it, but you clearly almost look at it like it's a giant mirror. But very clearly, it's not just a mirror.
It's a black mirror. But you said something about a second shuttle. So is that just the Atlas, or did you mean like another one like ours?
That is the reflection of your own ship.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Yeah, that was
and
a little
to
weird.
help note, by the way, when you look at the space station, you all see its reflection, but obviously connected at that one point where it has effectively embedded itself into this wall.
All right. Well, before we do anything, we should make sure we get a hold of mission control.
Mission control? What? You've been in space a lot more than I have, Captain. I've never heard of anything like that.
Sorry, it's this weird. My head's not in the right space right now.
No, I know what you feel. It's like the longer I stare at it, it gets worse.
Are you feeling lightheaded too?
Yeah, we should have. Maybe we have something in the back. Shall I go get it?
Check our ventilation first. I'm gonna start marking down our coordinates and making sure we have all the information we need before we make the call.
Right. Let's hope I fully remember how to type this in. Clack, click, 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 going for, like, I open up Five Nights at Freddy's 3 and click restart ventilation.
I think that's funny. You turn off life support.
No!
But I'll say, kind of continuing off your previous check with the 12, you do find yourself able to do this. Your systems, they look fine, but there is something wrong with it. Something that you maybe didn't notice at first due to this sensation. And I would say at this time, I would actually like Charles to roll a history or intelligence check. Well, he also attempts to do so. Okay.
Ooh.
You begin to work I would say even quicker than Cliff does in this moment. Cliff is very clearly still not understanding what's happening, and it's kind of a struggle. But you both kind of at the same time come to this one realization. You can't get a signal out at all. You can't collect a signal either. You're disconnected.
Okay, that is not good.
What is it, Captain?
We're disconnected. We have no contact to the outside world.
Just like outright, or is it bouncing back? What's the signal doing? Just fading?
Just gone. We don't have any connection right now.
In this moment, I would like for the both of you to make a wisdom save, as a tinge of fear starts to settle in your minds with this scene before you
That's fair.
and everything else.
That's alright.
Oh fuck yeah! I just looked at my ability. I have advantage on this shit. Damn it!
Didn't mean much.
You shouldn't have said shit. You shouldn't have said shit.
True. At the same time, you are more experienced
Oh
in
my-
space, so you know what to be afraid of, where I don't. So it makes a little bit of sense.
This is a situation where I think Cliff's innocence kind of does him better in this case.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You, Cliff, you're seeing this, and there is that sense of like dread with all of this. But there's also that part of excitement that's kind of buried deep within yourself that kind of has you interested in what this could all mean. But for Charles, it's not excitement, it's fear, now more than ever, of what happens if you can't get back home. And with that, I need you to roll me a d12, specifically Charles. You'll deduct that from your sanity.
Oh my
shit.
god!
And now the scene will play out. Continue.
Taking control of our faculties here. We don't have much that we could do with it, but... Wait. There might be something we can do.
You have an idea for right now? By all means, I'm all ears.
I can't guarantee if it'll work or not, but while our ship doesn't have a relay, that one does. And I point at the Atlas. They haven't been able to
If we
use
have a
it.
way to retrieve that, we should probably get a sample of whatever that liquid is first, just to make sure it's safe to even get near it.
True, but if we get into the Atlas, we can use its relay to now that it's down because the ship seems to be off. Put it onto our ship, activate it, and in theory, we can launch it launch it far enough so we can get a message back out to mission control. Like I said, that's just a theory, but
Don't you think it's strange that we lost communication, though? I mean, that's exactly why we never heard a response from the Atlas in the first place. Maybe they ran into a very similar situation here. So,
very true. However, I doubt
even
they
if
were
we
so...
did get that on, it may not even work.
Well, that's the difficulty, is it's not about attaching it to our ship, it's about releasing it back towards Earth. The relay is meant to be an in-between. I doubt they were so excited of the idea of getting rid of their relay, but we might be out of options. More importantly, you heard Mission Control, they said this was a dock area. At least assumed based off of, well, the Atlas.
Yeah, at least that way, they'd be able to get all the information of anything they typed down. They'd have the exact coordinates as I'm sure somebody there marked it down. So once we send their relay out, no matter what happens to us here, we can still gather more information and see what's going on. But we'll be able to send it out so they'll be able to know what happened.
Well, at least we have a plan.
As for how to do that, that's a different story.
I want to go back to the ever-accumbing mass that is swallowing the ship slowly. When you say on the back half, does that mean like engines, like
No. It is very specifically the very last module of the ship is halfway within the wall.
So it's like where like
And-
thrusters would be. At the back of the ship.
Not maybe some of the thrusters, but not the main ones. The whole station itself has thrusters aligning pretty much every module it has.
Right.
But it just seems that the station has likely drifted so much that it got stuck in the liquid, and maybe even due to some other functions with the power, because as you said before, you can see the station is inactive. You don't know if they were even able to turn it back on, get the thrusters working. Everything is completely up in the air right now.
It's possible, Captain, that whatever that thing is, when it attaches to you, it doesn't come off. It'd be best to use something that's not our suit when we go to interact with it.
Especially looking at it might be corrosive since we can only see half of that ship. Is the
Well-
relay even still intact?
So, real quick thing.
It's not half.
I set up, yeah. So, as I said, basically you're looking at like 10% of the ship is stuck in the liquid.
Yep.
And the other side, like looking at the wall, and how it is reflected, almost makes it look like the ship is extended out, but in reverse. Just so you guys get to like the understood perspective.
So it might not even be in half, it might be fully whole, just embedded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, about the relay, while their dish seems to be up and damaged, luckily, or maybe even unluckily for us, the relay's inside the ship.
So no matter what, we have to board their ship.
I mean, seeing that the power's out, that was the plan in the first place, wasn't it, Captain? Get them first?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just... If only the ship was on, we could connect to it first. But they seem to have lost power. I can't connect.
Well, actually, lucky for us, there's a safety maneuver where the autopilot can't connect, but we could pilot it manually. I'm not an expert at that at all, but you are. At least more than me.
Alright, so give me a minute to write down the information here, and we will set it to Doc, and I will give us, let's see, a time frame of 3 days before the ship will take off by itself. That should be more than enough time for us to go in there, but if something happens to us, the ship will auto-route itself back.
You have to set it to auto disconnect, but yes, that seems like a feasible plan. Reasonable.
And that is what he's going to do for the next few minutes. He's just going to write down as much information as he can.
That's fine. You do that. And as you're kind of both preparing yourselves for this, I would actually like, for Cliff.
Right.
You're, I imagine, still kind of staring out at the space station.
Yeah,
Right.
I was gonna mention that, yeah.
I need you to roll me a perception check.
That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So I will ask you what you want to see, but then I'll tell you what I think you see.
Well, you allowed me to already point out that their dish exists, but it still exists because that would be pretty big, but damaged, because that would happen during space travel anyway. But I want to look for any, like, hole scarring, like, does it look like anything hit them, or if the liquid just kind of one day attached, like, seamlessly.
As best as you can tell, it looks completely and wholly intact. Except for some minor damages from, like, you know, just traversing
Expected.
space itself.
Yeah. Okay.
What you will note is you look over at the front of the port that is like close to you all. You could see pretty clearly that the airlock is open.
like all the way open, or like there's usually 2 doors in an airlock? Are we talking about the
Yes.
outer doors or outer and inner doors?
You see that specifically the outer door is what is
Okay.
open.
Because like both doors are open
Yeah,
and no one's
both
alive. It's like no one's alive guaranteed. We could just turn around right now and go home.
Go home. Go home, go bed.
Exactly. Good reference.
Unfortunately, it's
I like that
not
weapon
that
right there.
simple.
Captain,
Yes, Cliff.
I pointed out, it would seem as if someone was on a spacewalk or something. The shutter doors are open.
Both of them?
No, at least not that I can see, just the outer, which gives the idea that someone would be outside. Maybe they went to check on what was happening. But then, where are they?
Saying that, Charles is going to take a moment to look outside, specifically looking for anything outside of this big wall and away from the ship.
Roll me a perception check. There.
Ooh!
That's what Daddy wanted. You're looking. But you're not looking for what Cliff is looking for. You're looking for someone you know would be out there if someone was doing a quote-unquote spacewalk. You're looking for the cable link. And you spot it. But what makes you extremely worried, and a pit appear in the bottom of your stomach, is you see a body hanging from it, drifting mindlessly into space, but forever chained to the station itself. And worse yet, you see it does not have a helmet.
Well, Cliff, we're going to mark down our possible survivors down to 6.
Hearing that, I thus look at what he is looking at. Who
And
can you
if
see who that is?
Charles is...
What? Well, he's the one who discovered it because he got the perception check. But once he discovered it, I can discover it too.
I was saying, if he showed it to you.
Yeah, he would have definitely pointed it out while he was saying that.
Yeah.
Who do you think that? Wait, wouldn't somebody else have come out for him?
That is what I worry about. Because if there's one dead on a spacewalk and they never came back in, somebody would have retrieved the body. Unless something happened to them too.
Maybe this is me being hopeful, but if they lost power after whoever that is stepped out, it's possible the inner doors forced themselves shut and they couldn't reopen them.
And then they would have just died on the inside without any access to oxygen. With the power completely off, I'm not hopeful there's going to be any survivors.
Humans are quite remarkable, Captain. It's not impossible. We've survived worse.
We absolutely have. But there's something that's even more alarming to me immediately.
What's that?
The spacewalker there.
Right.
Can't identify them, but their helmet is completely off.
Yeah, they're gone.
You know how hard it is to remove these helmets? It's honestly, in my opinion, it's only possible to do that by yourself.
Well, people can take it off, surely, but it would. How else would it have gotten off?
My guess is suicide.
I guess it's possible that maybe being out here for so long. Still, not the way I'd choose.
You and I both know that there's never reason to lose hope that somebody's coming for you. Because if something happens and we lose communication, they may be on their way as we speak already, unless they get a new response from us. They'll already be in the process of building a new ship.
Either way, we have to get on board, see if anybody's alive, and most importantly, get that relay.
Yes, just let me finish rerouting the ship to leave from here in 3 days, because I'm a bit worried from here.
All right. And using using your previous technological check on everything, we'll have that carry over to this one.
I have a small question.
Yep.
How, like, because we're in the future from today.
Yeah.
How ours are obviously, our ship is a little bit more advanced than we actually have in real life.
Yes.
How much more advanced is the Atlas? Like, does it have like its own gravity? Like, how significantly more advanced is the Atlas?
It's
to what
not
we have?
crazy sci-fi.
Okay.
It is what you would expect out of like a normal, like the ISS, right?
Well, like ×4.
But-
Like, it seems bigger.
This is,
Which
I
they
would say,
definitely
times.
sent into Point Nemo by this point.
Yes.
I would say that in this specific case, you know that this one is, it is very much so vastly superior in technology and like its ability to study. Like its science is much more impressive. I would say a ×2 multiplier is probably more apt in this regard. But generally speaking, the technology you guys have is not that drastic from the current, but doesn't take that many years for technology to increase quite exponentially.
True. I'm just, and that's what I'm asking is like, just how much of a leap has there been? So, it seems that their craft, in a way that matters, isn't significantly above what we would understand now.
No.
Okay. That was
But-
it.
All right.
With that being said, you manually pilot the shuttle to the best of your ability. You bring it in as close as you can to the effectively the docking port. You do see the mechanical arms that would normally grab the vessel hanging there aimlessly, but you recognize that they have a form of like pressure-based hydraulics. You could probably drift close enough for them to kind of, maybe not latch on, but at least softly sandwich the ship to the vessel. And slowly but surely, you do manage to kind of, I'd say, like lock it in place, but not truly lock. Is still.
Can't
With
be
that.
good enough.
Well, I'll be right where
Oh
So-
God.
we'll move you back here. We'll still say you guys are technically on your ship, but we're just gonna have you guys on this map, kind of give you a more visual. But after you have successfully, effectively docked the Kronos shuttle, you begin the process of donning your suits, making sure everything is airtight, sealed correctly, grabbing anything, tool, or any form of machinery you may need for this trip. And you fill up your tanks, grab even some spares if need be. And then you begin the unloading process. As the central staircase-like platform lowers itself down, allowing you all to slowly and carefully drift out of your ship and over towards the dock with the cables that you guys have. You then attach the cable to the docking bay, apparent. What's the word I'm looking for? You attach the cables to the sides and allow yourself to kind of disconnect for about a moment to grab onto the side railings and begin to pull yourself closer to the station if you so choose. And yes, I don't know who Cub is, but the E thing is actually going to be a very important mechanic in this. So
Really?
here is something
Oh, shit.
else that I will be noting. With how the exploration of this station will work, you guys will be doing a form of initiative. I would like for you guys to choose who wants to go first. And then from then on out, it will be that.
Okay.
Who takes point, Captain?
You just want me to follow? I
Well,
can do that. If you want me to be lead, or if we want to roll for it, we can do it.
Well, you're the captain, so you choose whose point.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you.
But,
Do you have any preference?
We're both going in, so I guess not.
All right. I'll just lead us then. Let's go.
All right. And you do. You both begin to slowly manage your way closer to the airlock. Feel free to move yourselves within it.
It's a little cramped in here, Captain.
Yeah.
Once you are within the airlock, you can look around and pretty clearly see that, as expected, it has been locked down. But you know that you can manually open the airlock as long as you are able to manually shut the first one. On the sides of the module doors, you do see these emergency levers, effectively.
Before we open the doors, real quick, he's just gonna knock on the door, see if anything happens, any noise. Just listen.
I'm not going to lie, Captain, but if someone had knocked on our vessel while we stopped, I think it would freak me out.
And you do
That's the
this,
point.
and nothing comes back. You don't hear anything. I mean, obviously, you're in space, so you can't hear anything anyways.
You'd expect to hear at least a scream, right?
Maybe not through the suits.
Something I will note to you guys, just so you guys understand. You guys cannot speak to each other normally, so what you guys have is effectively like a linked call. You guys can radio into each other.
Which you have to have a free hand to do, right?
No, it's attached to your helmet.
Okay. Oh, Celeste makes a good point. Sound can't travel in space.
Exactly.
That's not
That's why you
true.
need little-
That's wrong. Sound can travel in space. So, learn your space magic, nerds.
I don't think it can.
Sound waves travel in space. They have no echo chamber, thus you can't necessarily hear them unless they go into a space. Because sound reflects off of things, and that's how it comes back to you, and you hear
No,
it.
sound cannot travel through space. Sound is a mechanical wave. It requires a physical medium, like air, water, or solid materials, to propagate.
No, I mean, there are
So
physical materials.
anything would at least feel vibration.
Yeah.
That's probably the most I'd get out of that.
Yeah. Regardless, you guys kind of prepare yourselves to enter into the station proper. And Charles, maybe starting the system, you grab the emergency lever for the door that is directly behind you, and you pull it, and you feel it immediately, almost mechanically, shut down, and you hear the locking mechanism. You hear this faint a lot slower than normal due to it not being actually physically powered, but more of a mechanical or manual method. And when that happens, Cliff, you do the opposing. And the one ahead of you slowly begins to push itself open, maybe even requiring a little bit of an extra hand. But eventually, it does.
Yeah. All right. Now, did we? I forgot to check where the relay would even be on the ship. We have a map of it, right?
You would actually know that you're very close to it. The main computer module is actually directly to your right.
Directly to our right. All right. Well, I guess that's exactly where we'd be heading. Don't like too far behind. All right, Cliff?
Indeed, it would, and also side tangent. It would seem that the universe is quite enamored by this, where half of them are saying, "Yes, sound can travel through space, but it doesn't actually make any noise until it reaches an echo chamber." Which, mind you, is what I said in the first place. But then some of them say that it doesn't travel at all, just stands still, which makes no sense.
Yeah,
because
that's what
how
I
do you
read.
hear fucking comets? But whatever.
It's because atmosphere.
What was I saying? The sound enters the atmosphere, the comet doesn't. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Regardless, you you kind of take this moment to look around. As I said, we're going to be doing this in kind of a semi-turn order. So, Charles, first, what do you do?
The first thing he's gonna point out is actually he's very into the norm of just pointing out the obvious
Yes.
in case something click, because he believes that sometimes saying things out loud is gonna help stuff click for him better, which normally it does. There's 2 open doors. The comms should be on our right, but there's also a closed door on our left. We're gonna keep heading towards the relay for now and make sure it gets onto our ship.
Sounds like a plan then, Captain.
Alright. And then head
Move
towards the
further
right
ahead.
door. Yep.
You were able to easily enter into the main computer's room and pretty much immediately see that it is not actually fully powered down, but rather on an extremely low energy saving.
Well,
You
that's
see-
some good news.
You do see on the monitors the faint glow of power, but it just at a glance, you don't know if it would be able to actually do much at this point. It just seems that it's trying to struggle to survive.
Too far. Voice in the sky. Narrator. I would like to use my engineering prowess to see what is and is not functional in this terminal.
All right. Then, as I had told you to do before, roll me a history check.
Oh, yeah. Okay, about the
Alright.
same no matter what.
Yeah. You kind of doing your best to get onto the system. You find it much like before, almost a struggle to understand what you're looking at. That headache is still kind of in the back of your mind, but you're kind of pushing past it. You've gotten a little more used to this. And as you're trying to kind of type everything in, I would like to ask, what exactly are you specifically looking for?
Because usually on these kind of terminals, there's usually a manifest, and that's what I'm gonna look for first. But in the event that that ever actually goes anywhere, I would like to look for any type of logs, like captain's logs, anything like that. But first, a manifest, because we gotta know where they put this ship. Definitely has a relay, or had a relay when it launched. Where would that be?
So the moment you get into the computer, you start going away at it. You're trying to pull up information, and this is when things start to look a little weird. As you're delving into the systems, you're finding that it almost seems like a lot of the ship's systems are missing. It feels like it's in pieces. Like it's like almost like it has forgotten a lot of its own memory.
Oh my god, I know what you're doing. This isn't alien isolation. This is mouthwashing.
Mouthwash?
Oh, you don't know that? Okay, never mind.
Now, I know of mouthwash. I'm trying to figure out what the reference to that would be.
Don't worry about it. That's okay. Just keep going.
Okay. But you're piecing through the computer systems, and it's just nothing's showing up. What
So
do you
that's
do?
a negative for manifest or logs?
Negative.
So what does the computer even say?
It just kind of has, honestly, what was on its original screen. It's hard to actually get through too much of the system itself. Maybe due to your own situation, but even just taking a glance at it, you could see that it is just flat out missing stuff.
So it's not really necessarily gaps in knowledge, it's that there basically is no knowledge.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
literally it, yeah.
So it's just like a terminal that's on.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Captain?
Almost. Yeah, continue.
Captain?
Yes, Cliff.
This would be their main, well, besides the cockpit, this would be their main terminal. Problem is, and I kind of gesture right and left to show these, can I ping? Yeah, these they're, parts of the computer, part of all the machinery that usually stores and holds data.
Yeah.
These seem to be not necessarily empty, but washed.
Washed. I
Like
think something happened to the storage itself.
maybe some type of corruption, but it seems like something's supposed to be here. I can click through menus, but they're nothing.
Let me actually see if I can look at these a little bit. Maybe there's something wrong with the storage, the hard drives in here.
You can feel free
roll
to
me
take a crack at it.
investigation.
Investigation. Where the fuck is investigation? Come on, investigation. Where the fuck are you?
It's one of the
It's
eyes.
alphabetical. Well,
Yeah, I do not have advantage with these.
Hey, doesn't matter.
not bad. You are looking through the hardware of this device, and it all looks fine. It's all there.
No wires are misplaced. All the SSDs are in place. These should be working just fine.
Unless if it's not corruption, Captain, and I'm gonna dramatically turn around. If it's not the SSDs that are busted, that leaves one option.
They deleted
Someone-
them themselves.
Exactly. But why? Why would they do that? Why would they leave an astronaut outside? None of this makes sense.
Just be prepared for anything, I guess. I mean, if my theory about them committing suicide is right, and then they deleted the files of everything, I'm starting to think they ran into something that they don't want the world to know.
Then they would have known that someone was going to come after them. Why not?
Maybe they couldn't. Because anybody saying, don't come look for us, that's just gonna make us look for them.
I guess you have a point.
Anyways, I guess if we can't access here, we should go check their main terminal, or their side terminal, since this one is the main terminal. So we can see if we can find anything else.
Well,
Or maybe find some more bodies that we can actually access without a spacewalk.
it takes point, Captain.
Alright, let's go back into the center. Where would their other terminal be?
So you know that with the diagram or the blueprint you received, that it would be in what's called the science module, which is pretty heftily further up down the ship.
Alright. In Charles' mind, he has no reason to go anywhere else.
Mhm.
He thinks it's going to be a simple retrieval mission at this point, so that's exactly where he's going.
Gotcha.
Oh God, Captain, you closed the door on me.
Sorry, I tried to click my token.
You press slowly ahead and moving further and further up the center of the station.
Man, when you hear it's like a 50-foot hallway, you don't really think about how long it actually is.
You don't? Ah!
Oh, Captain Malone again.
Again, there's a closed door in here. Two of them are open.
You're the one with the map, Captain.
And we are gonna mark down another possible survivor.
possible survivor or possible
No, they're dead. There's a body in here.
casualty.
Actually, possible body. I guess we haven't checked yet.
Be careful, Captain.
Yes, if what I'm saying is true, with them encountering something that they don't want the world to know, we should be careful.
And what are you guys going to do?
Who takes point, Captain?
He wants to see, because I think there's only one person he would physically check on right now, and that's if he recognized Greg Mullins.
So, when you look at the body at a distance, clearly this body is, though icon-wise may not look it, the body is without a spacesuit. This is the casual wear of the station itself. But you could see that their form is bloated due to, well, the atmospheric change. You can see that their bodies are almost, I wouldn't say frozen, but stiff, mummified even. And I will say, roll me a perception check, if you both would like to. Okay. You both look across and you see the body, and you see on the side a nameplate. But what's really weird about the nameplate is, even from here, though you kind of see, you can kind of read it. It's hard to read. It doesn't look like a name you've seen before.
Was it?
That's...
Well, no, it's a stack. It's called stacking. When you go through a door, you do that. Don't worry about it. It's something that they would do.
Boo!
No,
Yeah, absolutely then.
Yep.
Captain, I can't read the nameplate, but do you know if you were supposed to captain this ship, right? Do you know if the different countries were meant to wear different colors?
I guess that's a DM question. Would I know that?
You do know that they do have a form of style, if you will. Generally speaking, the Russians, and even some of the Chinese ones, generally they would wear like a red, but the Russians would pure red, whereas the Chinese traces of...
What? You're breaking
cut
into
out.
space.
You cut
Oh,
out very
am I
heavily.
going? Am I leaving?
They're narrators in
Bye.
space.
I am I Trump. We're back.
You're not back.
You're not.
That's what you did.
Just yell Spectrum.
All right. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break while you figure this out.
Okay.
Be right back.
Oh, interesting. Everything just crashed.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh yeah, no. Definitely a good time for bathroom break. I'll be right back.
You gotta be.
Well,
I'm being slow. It's definitely.
we can only make out a few syllables at a time. Well, I'd like to take this time to tell everyone on Ethan's side that you can go to the YouTube channel Limit Online or the Twitch channel YouTube Online YT to go find. No, that you don't have to do that. On my side, go to Twitch Dragon Cub 77 if that's his name on there. Go find it. I should put the link in the description. I'll get it from him. Be good people. That's right. I'm gonna take this time to steal your audio. No. That is a joke. Huh. So, it would seem it's just us, though. Like, beyond my joke of that, it would seem that, well, Charles or Ethan has gone, but more importantly, it would seem our DM is dying. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Just as the internet's dying. I hope. We've all been there. Spectrum, terrible, terrible business. But honestly, Spectrum's been great for me recently. So unfortunate business it is. Unfortunate business, but I mean, hey, I made the joke about mouthwashing earlier. For those who don't know about mouthwashing, they're kind of similar, where it's basically a death chip. Like all the things, it's like such budget cuts and stuff like that. That all the things that you're supposed to have, basically they don't. Like it was like basically expected that nothing ever goes wrong. So the moment anything does go wrong, it all kind of falls apart. And there's not too much they can do to get out of it. So that was kind of the reference that I was making. It was like, in Alien Isolation, the Nostromo is basically fine. It just has a 15-foot tall death creature on board. Yeah, everything else works. I actually played Dead Space, now it would be a little while ago, back in October. The remake, that is. That was really, I mean, I played the original before, but the remake was really fun. I really enjoyed it. As far as remakes go, it's probably top 3. Right. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Oh, he is just gone, isn't he?
Yeah, I've just been, filling the void for the audiences. I was talking about Dead Space and what the reference that I tried to make to mouthwashing.
Alright, well, I guess I'll put myself on just the talking screen.
Have you played or seen anything about mouthwashing?
About what?
Mouthwashing?
No, I have not.
I would highly recommend. Good indie horror game. But it's one of those where you have to kind of like pay attention, or you're gonna miss a lot. But if you're into that kind of thing, go for it. It's really good.
I don't think I've heard anything on mouthwashing. Anyways, I just started my stream back. Our DM is not in the call. So, we got a moment.
What do you mean you started your stream back?
Oh, it was on the BRB screen. So
oh, okay.
Anything.
They couldn't hear anything. Why would you not let them hear me?
In hindsight, I should have.
I didn't realize you're making your audience deaf. I don't think I've ever done that. I think I always have it to where they can hear at least the desktop audio. Oh, well,
I just like having some custom BRB screens, but I'll probably add some desktop audio to it.
I mean, yeah, but what's funny is I did the whole the joke where I was like, well, everyone on Ethan's side, this is my YouTube link and this is my channel link, so they would have heard that anyway. So that entire joke was only for my side. So I guess it all worked out. And
you really are alone at the edge of the universe.
Yeah, I've even lost my captain for a minute. He had to go piss.
Hold on, I know we just found a dead body and all, but I really gotta piss.
I'm going back to the ship. You just stay here. And it just goes, ship, unlatching. Ship, unlatching. And you just go away. Just fucking leave me here. Just like, no, I can do that shit. Not me.
It's just the moment I leave you, just hear distant screams.
Oh, you're going that way with it. Okay. Yeah, that works too.
And, so it says piss in space. It would propel you backwards.
Ooh, would that even work? Could you piss in space? Like in the vacuum?
You know how much a guy's fucking piss velocity has. I don't know what word to describe that better.
True, but like, would it be enough to actually...
Celeste has a rant. Hold on.
The piss rant?
Pissing in space rant. I'll read it for you when she types it.
Oh, God. Do we have an actual astronaut in chat? My goodness.
Yeah, she's a science major.
That's not an astronaut, though.
No. But I trust her fucking word on this shit.
Okay. Fun fact, women can't piss in space, but men can. Fuck you guys.
No, I think women would actually have less velocity to
Oh, they
piss
would.
in space. Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Piss in space?
Women have less velocity pissing in space.
Yeah, you know, a guy would have more velocity pissing in space.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing as farting in space as well.
My mind has been opened.
For how long we will have to find out. I am hoping that Spectrum is going to not be fucking
don't. We're in the middle of a piss rant. I need to hear how this goes.
It would stick to your pee-pee, because liquid is very attracted to the nearest gravity, and your body has gravity.
So you just be pissing on yourself. It would just like leak out of you like a fountain and just go down.
It'd be like a bubble and stay on your skin.
You make a bubble?
Ooh.
Could I like make the Nickelodeon logo out of my pee?
That's one way to not go insane.
Or does it prove you're already insane? I'm not sure.
Good point.
It seems to be running fine.
Astronauts piss in little vacuums.
Yeah, I did know that. Big Bang Theory taught me that.
That's funny. It all started with a big bang.
Well, you know, one of them is an astronaut, so makes sense.
Yeah. An astrophysicist.
Well, he goes to the ISS.
It looks like we're doing good.
Ironically, he's an astro engineer, which is what my character is.
Trust me, I'm an alien. I already did trust you. You don't gotta bring in the fact that you're an alien.
That's funny.
But could aliens piss in space? This is the real question. Sure, feeble little humans, but like in Area 51, are they secretly trying to figure out how does piss in space?
How does one piss in space?
Yeah, she pisses in space all the time, apparently.
How does one is piss in space
Good.
if Bruno Mars does is gay?
It
Okay,
is...
I think everything's actually just back to normal, so I'm just gonna click start again.
Is Kanye a gay fish?
That's the real questions. Holy shit.
Does Bruno Mars is gay?
Did you ever play the second South Park game?
Is that the fractured butthole?
That is.
I
Fractured
completely
Butthole.
finished the first one. I still have not done the second one.
Well, in there they make a reference to in the show and they joke about Kanye West being a gay fish.
Being a gay fish? Is that what I heard?
Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't put that past South Park. That's
Kanye West is a gay fish. It got so bad that he actually said it, like he himself, Ye or whatever he wants to go by now, was like, I'm not a gay fish. He's like, I'm
not a gay fish. that is a wild thing to have to try and defend.
That sounds like something a gay fish would say.
So, that does like something a gay fish would have to say.
Anyways, is this body one of the ones I care about?
Oh, well, how would a shitty way to talk about the communists?
The communist?
Oh. The Reds.
Let me. The Reds. Give me a second. Just refilling in the blank information. Save. There. I like entertainment. Save. Alright, there we go. There should be that. I think now we should be good. I apologize. Streams hopefully won't do that again. If it does, I'm going to be switching to AT&T on a dime.
Am I gonna be the one to tell you this? Do you know who owns Spectrum?
Who?
AT&T.
Are you fucking kidding me? What? So they have two fucking programs for internet?
Yes.
They have two?
Yes. I didn't know if I had to be the one to break this news to you. I'm sorry.
Why? What is this Monopoly bullshit?
Oh, shit.
Anyways.
Oh.
All right.
Both is good.
What did I leave off on?
You were discussing whether this body was a Asian, a Russian, or not.
You were discussing the colors of the suits.
Okay. We'll start from that then. The thing to note, specifically when it comes to these suits, is that, as I was trying to state before I was yeeted off the internet, was that they do have a form of color recognition with them, a pattern, if you will. The Russians, for instance, are like they're basically like a white and red mix, whereas the Chinese suits kind of have this red and yellow pattern mixed in. Obviously the Americans, they're like blue, red, and white, but it's distributed not so openly. And obviously the Indian have similar coloring patterns that, basically everyone does have colored suits.
So this one would be an American.
Well, this one is I don't know if it was. I don't think I was able to say it before. This one is solid red and white.
Solid red and white.
So
Is
Russian.
one of the Russians. And I don't think it would be too hard for you to assume that this looks to be a male rather than a female.
Chuckin, Mikhail.
Likely Mikhail.
Yeah, Mikhail.
Yep.
Deceased. Discovered. Checks
that case-
watch. What time is it, DM?
Ugh. It is probably around 6 in the morning for you guys now.
Mikhail Kozlov found deceased at 600 hours. At
If
0600
that's the case,
hours.
what was the color suit of the body outside?
That one was in the normal spacesuit, the one that the whole team shares.
So white.
Their
So
casual
it would be
suits are white.
underneath it. Yeah.
Yes,
Gotcha. All right, so we don't know.
you do not.
All right. Let's keep going for now and come back for the bodies later.
Very well, Captain. Who takes lead?
Actually, call me superstitious. We're closing that door.
Captain. I knew we shouldn't have watched Dawn of the Dead again.
Watching horror movies right before we come in is probably not a good idea.
I do like the idea that we're just like watching a DVD player.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Captain,
Yes.
you gotta keep going. There you go.
All right. Why is there just an empty space here? What?
Sorry?
This is just one of those split modules that would allow for a minor extension, but this extension was sealed off. Likely nothing was ever attached.
Gotcha. All right. A door closed on our left. Heading further in.
Captain, do you want me to close the doors behind us?
Since this one's the hallway, let's leave that one open.
Very well.
Just any of the side doors we're gonna close.
It is about here, but I'll have you both stop moving.
Stop.
As you guys are kind of observing the area around you, you then notice a figure moving in the distant hallway. They appear from the room, not noticing you directly, and then continue to float directly ahead. And it is this part that you kind of not noticing exactly what it is that happens, but just appear.
You cut out at the very end of your sentence.
He might have cut out altogether.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Technical difficulties.
And this is getting pretty cool too.
Yeah, no, I'm really liking this one so far. Holy shit.
Will we ever get the DM back? Will Cliff and Charles return home? Are any of the
Find out.
Are there any survivors on the Atlas? Find out. Hopefully this time on Dragon Ball Z. I mean
internet
Midnight
provider.
Zone.
Hello?
I am on the phone now because my internet died and I'm just using data again.
Find
So
out next time
gonna-
on the Midnight Zone.
So here's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. I feel like it almost always goes out in like layers of 2, and then it goes back to normal. I'm gonna hope this next time it's gonna work. I'm not gonna start streaming again. I'm just going to play and let you guys play along. Once I get back, once it comes back on.
Want you me to send you my perspective?
I'll probably pull it later. I'll just download it.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be able to have both of our... Are you able to download Twitch perspectives?
I think so.
There's probably a way of doing it.
I mean, ours
But,
are
yeah,
gonna be
regardless, I'm
basically the same. So.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
If anything, you'll have a better perspective since you're actually mostly behind me.
Fair.
That's very true.
Also,
But
yes,
yes.
it is possible to pull Twitch perspectives.
Yeah, I thought so. Because I mean, you can download your own, so I assumed you could just download and send it to him at best.
Yeah.
Celeste is saying to just ask Peachy if you need it. She knows how to do it.
I don't know what
That's
that
fine.
means.
I think they mean the
I
perspective
know.
thing. But I think we'll likely just stick with Kelly's because it should be a lot easier.
It is what it is.
Yes. Regardless, I'm gonna give it a little bit more time like we did last time, see if it kicks back on. If it disconnects a third time, we'll probably
Yeah.
hang it up and then pick it up tomorrow. If we
I
can.
cannot.
I don't know if we can.
I cannot.
Yeah, there's the rub. To pick this up at some point later on then.
Well, come
Or just
over and
not,
Give
I
you
don't-
Kisses.
Yeah. I just go to one of your guys' house.
Sweet open mouth kisses.
Just DM stands behind you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ethan. So you remember my backyard, right?
Yes.
Giant pool in the deck, the wooden deck.
Yes.
So we got a new canopy in. We're getting it in. We just redid the whole deck, brand new, all brand new. We're getting a new canopy and we're getting a whole bunch of new outdoor stuff. So it's gonna be all brand new, really cool, and we're re-putting up the projection screen.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So you weren't there for this, but so we could watch anime and touch Kevin again.
Jesus.
That's an actual thing that happened. But Clayton was there and not Ethan.
What the actual fuck?
It was consensual. Kind of.
Celeste, no! No!
What?
Just, yay! Touching Kevin!
Yay! He's a furry. You know he wants it.
I'm gonna do a fun little test here. I'm messaging my sister who lives like a few houses down, but she has Spectrum as well. I'm curious to see if it is just our area or if it's just my router.
But your sister who is a few houses down?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would say I thought your sister
She
lives
also has
with
the same provider, so.
I'm just locking
But
eyes with this astronaut.
Yes, this lovely astronaut who did something. Is he still on your screen?
He's
Literally
very
barely.
faintly.
That's funny.
He literally looks transparent because we're not close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny. That tells me exactly where it frickin' stopped.
Well, I'm one space behind you, and I can still like barely faintly see him.
Yeah.
So Captain, how old's that daughter?
Uh, that's actually a good question.
She's 17, or at least she was 17. Was she 17? Was she
He was
17 when you
17, He's
left?
been here 2 years, so I missed her 18th birthday to be on the strip.
So, legal.
I see the signs of my
Don't
internet might
talk
be
about my
popping back
daughter
up.
like that.
Oh, yes, Captain. So you were born in the 90s. What was that like? That's right, your character's in his 40s and you were born in the 90s. Accept that reality.
Feel old, like I do every day. You,
Do you remember?
you guys hear the funny? You guys hear the funny news that Elon's tempted to buy OnlyFans solely so he could just delete it?
I mean, that'd be pretty stupid, but also it'd probably help out the universe. It's probably better
It would-
for all
yeah.
of us.
It probably would.
I gotta think.
It'd be
I-
such a
like,
massive waste of money for him, but it would
I
be
can't
funny.
see. I can't think I've ever
back
been
on the PC.
on OnlyFans. So
Yeah, I
the only
have
time I've ever been on OnlyFans was with Kevin trying to find his sister. That sounds really weird out of context, but like, first Kevin is gay.
You start talking about touching him first.
No, I meant that. That happened. But like, Kevin is gay, and more importantly, apparently on, I think it's WhatsApp, it tells you like your contacts and what their links are, and her link had an OnlyFans link on it, so we tried to find it.
That's wild.
We didn't find anything,
God,
so nothing happened.
that's wild.
And by we, I don't mean me and Kevin. Like, Kevin was there, but it was me and Clayton trying to find it. Just to clear up that Kevin was not trying to find his own sister's OnlyFans.
Jesus.
Did you even know
He
Kevin
probably
had a
wanted
sister?
nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I'd imagine. That's it.
Oh, you probably did know that, Ethan. I don't know why you wouldn't.
All right. I think we're good. Again, I'm not streaming this time. I'm just going to just play, and you guys can enjoy the show. Let's hope this just works. Again, if it shuts out again, we'll just stop here, and then maybe we'll pick this specific episode up a later date.
Well, it's pretty cool. I'd like to.
I'm actually very excited for this specific episode, so if I have to freaking restart it, I'm gonna be so mad.
Well, you're pretty. Here's what you do. And like, if we can't do it immediately,
cliffhanger.
you get two different people, and they are already on the Atlas, and they're like the Russians. It's like,
God.
and you get like the backstory of what happened, and you get us finishing it.
Yeah, sure.
That'd be amazing.
Anyways, so I will repeat what was said. As you guys were kind of walking, Charles kind of stopped Cliff from moving. He kind of stopped you from moving because he looked ahead, and you both saw a shadowed figure in a similar astronaut suit to what you guys are wearing, but harder to kind of make out the details as they walked in front of the hallway from the leftmost door, not noticing you, turned their back to you and walked ahead, and then seemingly just disappeared. That is what you witnessed.
Not hallucinating? You saw that too.
Faintly, I saw a shadow, maybe kind of looked like a suit if I was.
Yeah, possible survivor, it looks like. Definitely did not expect that coming in here.
Oops.
And as I say that, another deceased.
Yeah. This perspective actually is kind of funny. I think about it. It just makes me think it's like you just look ahead. It just looks like they like tripped and just. But no,
Suit color, Captain.
Suit color. What is it?
this one is very clearly the American suit, but similar to the last one, it looks like they died of the same cause, likely just the introduction of the outside atmosphere or lack thereof.
U.S. suit. That could be Greg.
Real quick. Gonna come over here.
That seems a little surprising for you, Captain.
This. Oh, okay. You're just shutting it. I was like,
Okay. Ah,
gonna
of course,
explain.
Captain. Sorry.
That's
Like I
fine.
said I was gonna do, shut any doors on the way.
That's true. You did say that.
So, immediately I need to make things aware to you. Do you guys see the giant black line?
Which black line? Like, I
It
see
would-
a black line.
Yes, I do.
You now are witnessed to the reflective surface of the wall outside the ship.
Oh, no.
As you stare directly ahead, it almost looks like you're looking directly at yourself, except it looks like the ship continues.
That. Is that. Oh god. It's gonna, like, carefully step over the body here.
I'm gonna
Looking a little closer.
check the body like a decent human.
So roll me, if you're looking at the body, roll me investigation. Actually, I guess just both of you roll me investigation and then just tell me what you're looking for specifically.
20. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Charles is more focused on the wall, making sure it's not dangerous to be super close to it.
Gotcha. So, Cliff, with your 20, you look at the tag on their shirt, and once again, it's very strange. It's hard to see exactly what it says. And you're looking at it,
Well,
you're
does
kind
the,
of noticing something.
does the suit have tits? Because if not, then it's not Ashley.
No, it is very clearly it is a male.
Okay, so it's either Albert or Greg.
As you're looking at the body and you're looking at the tag, as I'd said before, it's hard to read it, but that's because you're not looking, or that's because it's displayed wrong. It's inversed.
Like each individual letter, or is it like dyslexia? Like, in what way?
It is as if the whole word was flipped around.
Okay, so the whole word at once.
Yes. And looking at it, looking at the letters, TREBLA.
Captain,
Yes.
is like the name tag something I can take off, like a clip?
Yes.
I clip it, I show it towards the wall, the reflection wall, and I point at the wall at the same time.
It clearly says Albert.
That. Wait a second.
Seeing his confusion, I hand him the badge that has the reverse name.
Mhm.
We woke up on different sides of the bed this morning.
Right?
I thought we were just sleepwalking. How? Everything's inverted for some reason. That's definitely alarming.
Also, I almost forgot to give it to you. You rolled very well on your effective advantage investigation. You will note that while you were looking at the body, stuffed underneath one of these extended beds, you see a little Russian storage bag, and sticking out of it is a holstered Russian space pistol, one that you know, due to your studying, that they would use when they would land back in Russia in the wild wintered lands, where they would have to deal with possible animals such as bears, just to scare them away. But you see this resting underneath the bed.
I assume this bed.
I'd say the other one.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll grab bag, place onto bed, open bag. Is it only gun that's in bag?
There are some other little memorabilia, but it's mostly images and it is very clearly an image of a woman and a man. It is likely, you can suspect, the picture or depiction of Mikhail and Anna. But the gun is now visible to you.
Captain,
Yes.
definitely found one of the Russian bags, possibly belonging to Anna. I gesture to it on the bed.
This must have been where they slept, I guess. Wonder, is there any bags underneath the rest of them?
Feel free to
Maybe
check.
somebody wrote something down. But, that's definitely something I'm gonna look forward. Is that just another investigation?
So actually, I need to continue with your original investigation, if I recall.
Oh,
Or your, I think you did. Was it 20? You did the 15. Okay.
Yes, 15.
You were specifically looking at the wall, if I recall.
To make sure it was safe to even be close to.
Yes. What I will say is, as you're looking at it, being directly next to it, the only thing you feel is that sensation in the back of your head, the confusion almost. And as you're looking at it, it doesn't really feel like there's something crazy about it. Not innately, at least. But there is an uncomfortability with it. And give me a moment real fast as I add the pistol to your inventory.
Oh, yeah.
I
Is
really
it a
wish
red?
they'd let me just make this into a
Is it a red 9?
new round.
Eleanor.
No. I don't remember the actual name of it, unfortunately.
Oh. Well, red 9 would be Chinese anyway.
Yeah. It's quite literally just called a like, from what I remember, it has like its own like specialized name, but Russian Space Pistol was literally like just its funny name.
Oh, like this is like an actual thing that the Russian.
This is an
guys
actual
have.
thing, by the way. This is
Okay.
like legit.
Okay.
There you go. You now have access to the weapon.
Eleanor, did you see that dude pissed himself in string today?
Okay. The other thing that you will note about the wall specifically is when you look across it, there's a sense of normalcy with it. But what's worse is that sense of dread as to where that other person went.
So that other person just walked straight through this, didn't they?
I guess so. I didn't see them as well as you did, Captain.
Well, they went up here. That I know for sure. Before that, gonna look at the other ones to see if there's any bags underneath here.
Seemingly not really. There is like the chests that's right next to the beds that would likely have some of the memorabilia, but they seem to be locked. Likely only openable due to personal
Keys.
yes, or like fingerprint scan type deals. Biometrics. There it is.
Well, we.
That gives me an
them.
idea then.
What's that, Captain?
I'm going to move the body over to the other chest to see if it can activate the biometrics of this chest.
Well, this is Albert. Are you sure that's Albert's chest?
I'm not. I don't know which one it would be, but might as well try it since we're in here.
So you go to move the body, and immediately the arm, being so brittle and frail, snaps off and sends the main forward body kind of swinging slowly, drifting slowly up towards the ceiling till it kind of plunks against it, whereas the hand is within your grasp.
That's All right.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Damn
Specifically
it.
Charles.
All
All right.
God, I don't think I'm gonna be
You're fine.
sick. He broke his arm. Oh God.
Did
Actually,
we figure
Cliff,
out which body
Cliff,
this was?
why don't you also do that? Because I feel like that's something that's kind of wacky for both of you to say. So why don't you also roll a wisdom save?
Fine.
Roll me a d12.
Oh, it's the other way around, isn't it? Okay. Fuck you,
my God.
Captain. Respectfully, go fuck yourself.
This is one of those moments where it's genuinely unsettling to have witnessed this.
He just fucking ripped his arm off.
Yeah, he
We're here
ripped
to
his arm
recover
off.
these people.
I didn't mean to. I mean, we had to lift these bodies up anyways. It's good to know that they're very brittle, so if we take these bodies back, we have to be careful.
Right, Captain.
Oh, okay. Didn't expect that to be so brittle. I got a hand now, though. And he's gonna take the hand to the biometrics.
It does not work. It is very apparent this
Nope.
probably never would have worked due to the amount of change that has happened to the form itself. The hand is so brittle, so withered, but also so deformed.
Well, I guess there's only one thing to test here then. And he's going to throw the hand towards the wall.
You do that, and it disappears.
I assume it shatters.
What I'll say is, yes, it's like a ripple, just bloop. You see the waves go through and almost look like they go through the ship itself.
Huh. It didn't have, like, any resistance or anything going straight through that. And the antenna or whatever we needed was on the other side of this, wasn't it?
We don't know that, Captain. It depends on the manifest, which we didn't have. It would be best to check the other rooms first.
You know, definitely. Let's head back.
There is one thing I would like to test first, Captain. I want to, because you said this body is already floating up.
Yes.
I want to, like, not even really, like basically I want to put my hand up to where I stop it from going up and see, like, if it has, if even my hand being there is enough resistance for it to break.
I would say it's not that fragile.
Okay,
But
so
you know that applying too much force will definitely do it. Like an
Alright.
instant jerk.
well, it seems like we will have some ability to transport them back to the ship.
That's good. Just have to be extremely careful. But luckily, zero gravity works in our favor in that one, as long as you just push it upwards.
Well, Captain, should we take them now or search the rooms first?
We should definitely check the rooms first.
Very well, Captain. Who takes point?
I've been taking point a lot. You want to go ahead first this time?
If that's what you'd like, Captain.
We'll just go in order of whichever doors we want to check first.
Were there these rooms open before?
The one to our current right was open.
All right, you keep looking at the one behind us.
All right.
Checking right. I want to open. Oh, the door just opens. Okay.
Yep.
Uh,
You open the door and you immediately can tell this is the science module. This is
Captain.
also where the secondary computers would have been.
Captain.
Oh?
Science
Yes.
module. Closed door on the other side.
Good.
What I will say is the door on the other side is clearly the effective, like, trash dump. Where if things were to go red, they would shove them down there and then just send it into space.
All right. Seems like an exit port.
Trash chute. That's probably a better word for it.
Either way. I would like to see if any, similar to the other room, is anything even generally functioning?
Similar to the other room, it is that same flashing warning sign or alert notification of low system power mode. And when you again try to, well, actually, I guess if you're wanting to try and do it, you know what to roll. Roll me a history.
Well, I actually I want to try something else once I
Okay.
knew if there was even remotely functioning. So I see these, and they look exactly like the other one did generally.
Yeah.
Okay. This machine right here. I'm wondering, because this is a science room, and because this
Yes.
is like the ISS, it would have solar panels. I want to know if, well, one, is this the machine what I think it is, that it runs, it's a generator essentially, and two, if it is a generator, is it on, or has the ability to be on? But we'll back that up. Is this generator?
No.
That is not generator.
The generator is actually further back the way you guys came.
Okay.
They have what's effectively called the life support module, which is the power supply, the oxygen, the water, everything. And the room you're supposed in is just science. This is just for experiments. This is for studying. This is for research.
Okay.
The machine you are looking at, the big one in the center, seems to be like a device that they would use to hold samples.
All right. Makes sense. Captain.
Yes.
It would seem that these these terminals aren't giving us any more than the other ones were, so I would recommend we go to a different room and attempt to find wherever their generator is. Maybe that could restart it.
Perhaps we can definitely check that. That would be further down. Back the way we came.
Right. 1 second, Captain. Is anything actually in this module?
So the thing you see generally is a lot of like just plant matter, some forms of like you see some clearly unfortunately dead animals. The plant matter itself has effectively frozen over. A lot of it has been turned to just pretty much flecks of ice.
All right. Well, it would seem they didn't really find anything yet. Unfortunate. Do you want me to take lead again, Captain?
Sure, by all means, go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna go across to check front door. Keep tabs to left and right. This door is locked, Captain.
Door's locked.
It is. We'll speak.
You're cutting out.
How now?
And, oh, you got it, shit, man.
Shit.
Oh, what if you wanted to play D&D, but Spectrum said no?
Hello.
Oh, it's fully out.
It did it again.
Son of a bitch.
I really want playing this, but this is getting frustrating. I'm going to try one thing. Because I messaged my sister. She said that their internet's not down. I'm going to go see if my router's just being stupid. I'm going to unplug it and replug it back out.
So we're gonna do
See if it just comes back on immediately.
we're gonna try to do fourth tries a charm.
Yes,
Maybe.
absolutely.
I don't know.
I'm
Are
down
you
for
watching a
that.
movie or
I'm not watching
my
anything.
internet's being stupid again? I'm gonna see if it's unboxed.
We're just getting to the alien isolation part, checking all the rooms and finding some locked doors and needing key cards.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's good.
Hmm?
I tried to sew it
What's
so it
wrong?
wouldn't be as choppy, and I'm sewing
Do
it,
you want to mute
but I feel
yourself?
like that was.
Sorry.
I just, if you give any information away, that might be bad. He's like reading the back of his router, giving away his IP. Well. So, how'd you meet your wife, Captain?
It was actually a movie.
Movie?
Just, I mean, it felt really good in the day after watching a movie. Just decided to talk to some people outside. I know that's generally frowned upon because anybody walking by can get spoilers. So I actually just, when I started talking to people, I really, met her. She was talking to me about it. She was very interested in it, and we didn't want to give too many spoilers away, so I invited her out. Just casually.
So what I'm hearing is that you went to the movies and stole someone's date and she became your wife.
No, she went to go see it by herself.
Oh, by herself.
So did I.
Didn't beg you for the nerdy type, Captain.
Yeah, no. I mean, you know what movie it was. It was The Truman Show.
Oh, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my mother loved that one.
It was an absolutely fascinating movie. Still holds up very well for its time.
Oh, it's amazing. In fact, was I not there the first time you saw that? Or was that Kevin?
We actually watched it with him for the first time. We both did.
Wait, so it was both of your first times watching it?
No, it was just his.
Okay, that's what I thought. It was either you or him. It was the first time watching it. Great moment. Great day. Great movie. Well, so you and your wife love some existential crises, eh? Seems fitting, given what you do.
I mean, I have to be okay with that, don't I?
So what does she do? Any trouble on the home front?
Nah, she doesn't have much trouble, especially knowing how much I make. She actually gets most of the funds herself to help out with things. So she doesn't have to do too much, but she still likes to grab the occasional job.
But predominantly
Hello?
a stay-at-home wife. Very traditional of you, Captain.
So, it might not be Spectrum, it might be my router.
Well, that's unfortunate.
If it happens again, I'm gonna come to your house and shoot that bird, and then shoot your router.
I'll have to call Spectrum, see what they can do about it tomorrow. What I'm hoping is it's just a situation where it's like maybe it's one of those like old router moments that they just need to replace or something. Because if they do, that's just it's a free replacement, reinstallment, everything.
We
super quick and
replaced
easy.
ours pretty recently, and it seemed to fix a lot of our problems. Oh!
Celeste
That's
wants
a-
your bird.
Just... Yeah, never mind. Spooky food idea.
Oh, you're already cutting in and out. It's happening.
Oh, just sat down. Do not.
It's
Don't put my soul.
happening.
Just maybe.
I am
Hello?
getting in my car. I am driving to your house. I have a loaded crossbow. Non-lethal, unless you're a bird.
I have a feeling we're gonna have to postpone the episode.
Oh,
Man.
hell.
Welcome to hell. This is the secret next layer. The leader is fucking.
So, Captain, we're Where I should already know this information, but where are you from?
I keep having to pull up my sheet to see what I wrote down. Give me a second.
I don't know if you said where he was from.
I don't think you said where you were from.
I said where I was from.
All right. I think I'm going to put the lid on the kibosh. Or the lid on the kibosh, whatever the fuck it is. We will pick up with this episode another time.
Oh.
I don't think I can do it, unfortunately. The internet's too bad.
Yeah.
Spectrum is being such a pussy. We'll just pick up with it another time. Hope. Huh?
Nothing. Go on.
What I was gonna say is hopefully maybe later next week or something, because I know next week we got some party and stuff to handle later on. Some other shenanigan, or I can't speak. Maybe at some point during that I'll be able to do stuff, but I doubt it. So mad. I spent all of this week setting this up and got kicked in the fucking nuts. You guys were just getting to the good part.
Yeah.
Man.
I almost
All
just
right.
want to like try and trudge through it, but it's like it's so annoying. No, I don't want to waste y'all's time with this. It's not good for y'all's content. It's not good for my.
No, the premise is great. The feel is great. The internet, not so. It feels like we're in space.
Yeah.
Constantly losing connection.
Markiplier.
It's in theme. You're losing connection.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, but I'm just gonna put the kibosh on it. We'll pick this up another time, and we'll just see how things go from there.
All right.
Well,
I guess we'll have a legit part 2 soon.
Until next time, kids, don't be a communist.
The first 2-part Midnight Zone episode. Let's go.
If I had a nickel for every time I was in an alien-style Midnight Zone, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice.
I thought about that, and I was like, oh, that's funny. It's the second time doing something like that. Okay. At least this one you don't have an alien just going, the whole time.
That is true. That was really annoying.
Cameron liked it, but you didn't.
Because I already get ringing in my ears, so
yeah.
It gets to me.
Sure.
I want if there's ever like a zombie one, I want to be in that one. I want to be in the zombie survival.
I've thought about doing a zombie type one. I have so many in the back burner, dude. Like this.
Do like a George A. Romero style zombie survival in a mall. Just Day of the Dead.
I do think a zombie survival is fun.
Get 4 of us together. It's a Call of Duty Zombie. It's Call of Duty Zombies. You get 4 people. It's Call of Duty Zombies, the D&D edition.
Well, I could totally do that too. It's funny, but like, if I did that, we'd have to have Kevin on there. It'd have to be the trio.
Oh, I would love to get. I would force Kevin on. We'd do it.
That's funny. But anyways, yeah, I guess I'll pick up with you guys later on this. We'll see. We'll have to try and schedule like a day where we can do this at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
It won't be next week for me.
Yeah.
Probably not. No, I'm aware. There's a part of me that's like, I'll wake up early, but I literally can't. Not with having to take my sister to school, so it's like I just don't have the ability, unfortunately. So, regardless, Ethan, I do have a requirement for you though, because you'll do it faster than Dale never will. Get me your schedule for working when it drops, so that way I can plan for streams ahead. Because I know that next week we won't be able to do it, but I don't know about the weeks coming after.
Yeah, it just depends on when we get the schedule.
Yep. So all I'm saying is basically the moment you get it, just friggin' send it. Because you see, I do that with Dylan. I'll ask him something, and then he won't do it until after you've done it, and then he'll be like, "Oh, here's my schedule," and then he'll send me the wrong one.
All right. But I guess if we're done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down my stream. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for thank you.
I'm sorry, everyone. Spectrum ruined it for us. But we will return.
You fucking suck.
Yeah, goodbye,
Literally,
Spectrum. Hello, whatever the fuck.
What will happen to our astronauts? Will they find the truth? Find out next time on the Midnight Zone.
I'm going to have to download Kelly's POV and then add like an actual